Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It's like you could hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? You guys, first story up, let's talk about Smokey Robinson. I told you guys a few weeks ago that there were 4 of his housekeepers / maids in his homes, multiple homes that he owns, that there were 4 women that were suing him for sexual abuse, okay, saying that he and his wife fostered a work environment where the wife was aware that he was making the women sleep with him. You know, he would get the wife out the house and then he would come back, he would take a shower, he would lay a towel down, and he would climb on top of him and do his business. And they said that it had been going on for years and they were now suing. We were all quite shocked to hear this story. I mean, Smokey Robinson is the same age, of just a couple of years younger than my father, and a legend in his own right. And we have never heard of Smokey Robinson being involved in things like this, and it was just a shock. We just did not expect to hear this. We hadn't heard much about the story since, but yesterday I found out that Smokey Robinson is countersuing. Okay, he has not taken this lawsuit laying down, no pun intended. Yeah, he's fighting back. So Smokey Robinson says that the story that these women have given are quite confusing to him and his wife, because they have done nothing but given these women opportunities to work for him in a very kind and gentle household, that him and his wife don't do anything but treat them the best that they can, and that they respect them, and that they have never done anything like this. As a matter of fact, Smokey Robinson said that he's had some issues with some of the women, the women that have brought these charges on him. He said that 2 of them actually were sisters. One of the sisters actually had another of her sister come and work for Smokey Robinson. So his thing is just sort of like, okay, so if I'm so bad, why you told your sister to come work with you? Okay, or if you had the problem, why would you even invite your own, your sibling to come and work too? So that was one of the points that Smokey Robinson was making. But he also said that he's had problems with these women stealing from him, that some things had come up missing from his safe in the past, and that they had suspected, one of these 4, one or some of these 4 women that were pressing the charges. He said that he is also pressing charges for elder abuse and emotional distress. So he's suing for all of those. He's countersuing. His lawyer is saying that this was no more than an ugly way for these women to extract money from this man. This is an older man, and that they are taking advantage of him because of his age, because of who he is, and, just trying to make a bad name for him and hoping that he would have just, because he is Smokey Robinson and we all have, respect for him, that he, they're trying to sully his name and get money from him. But they are fighting back, and I guess we'll have to see what happens when that lawsuit gets to court. But yeah, he said, I've been taking care of these women. I done took them and got them dental work and took them on lavish vacations and, bought tickets for them to go to concerts and bought clothing, luxury items for them and everything. And this is how they do them. So yeah, Smokey say he ain't taking this shit and he about to fight back. So we'll see what happens with that case. I mean, can you imagine having to fight something like this at this point in your age? You 85 fucking years old. Okay, you should be living out the rest of your life in some sort of peace and harmony and getting ready for the next, the upper room or the next level, the next place of your life. And you got to be dealing with this kind of shit. I hope this don't kill the man, because this is stressful for, anybody, but definitely for a person that's 85 years old. Now, if the man is guilty, And we'll see when that lawsuit finally makes it to court, if it does. But if the man is guilty, then of course he should pay for it. But if he's not, and he say that he's not, then he said that he's fighting. Okay? So that is that. We'll see what happens. When I know more about the story, I will let you guys know more. And we're going to move on to the next story. So Jamal Bryant was on CNN. He went on Aaron Burkett's show, and he was talking about the Target boycott, which I was really interested in seeing, because remember I told you guys, I was like, now we've been boycotting, and you know, we had that whole big don't do this, don't do that. And I think for the most part, most of us were trying to stick to it. It was actually very easy for me, you know, because I buy all my shit from Amazon. I don't even really go to Target any longer. I either go to Amazon or Walmart. I know Walmart is also one of the people that's on the list, but I do order my groceries from Walmart. So it's just too convenient, guys. It's way too convenient for me. I know. But anyway, I haven't been in Target at all this year, which is a big deal, because I'm telling you, I used to always be in Target, but I haven't even missed it. But I was wondering, like, what has the impact been? Because, you know, we hear about people always wanting to boycott or sign petitions and all this, but we don't never know what it has been. So this time we actually was able to get some checks and balances, and it was actually good to see that Black people did mobilize and that we made a difference. So the next phase of the boycotts is going to be adding into it Dollar General. Okay, but first let me tell you what happened with Target. So he said that the Target boycott was quite successful, that because Black people boycotted Target, that Target's sales for the first quarter of 2025 were down 4%. Now, 4% doesn't sound like a lot, but 4% from Target's budget, that means that they lost $12 billion in valuation, that their stock went down from $145 a share to $93 a share, and the CEO's salary was slashed by 43%, almost in half, okay? I'm assuming that he probably has a stock option on his salary as well, so that's why it was affected. But that was a successful boycott, okay? Because Target ain't trying to lose no billions of dollars. That is a huge loss, okay? And if that shit continues for the next 3 quarters, you guys, that shit continues for the next 3 quarters, you know, and if we can do $12 billion 3 more times, you guys, that's going to be $36 billion more that Target will lose. That will be $48 billion that Target will lose in 1 year. That is a big, big, big fucking deal. Okay, and I am proud that we as Black people actually pulled that shit off. So now they have decided to move on to Dollar General, because he said that Dollar General is actually 3 times as large as Walmart and Target put together, that they have more Dollar General stores than any, Target or Walmart that are here in the United States. Okay, so Dollar General is the next target, because Dollar General has never ever once contributed to anything that has to do with Black folks, Black folk organizations, Black folk charities, and the such. But they say that Dollar General has predatory practices, that Dollar General is placed in a lot of rural areas that Black people live in, that Black people have absolutely no other choice. They have to shop at Dollar General, but it's in deplorable conditions. They're saying that these stores are never even in great condition for these areas, but these people don't have any choice. This is where they have to get their food, their groceries, right? But so those places are still, they're saying, okay, you guys still go to those stores. However, in the urban areas, he is telling Black people to boycott Dollar General. And so we'll see how that goes. I know that Dollar General, every single Dollar General that I have been in is a hot ass funky mess. Okay. I only go in there when I absolutely have to, because, you know, the prices can be low, you know, and you can find some value and stuff, but the stores are just so janky and everything, you know, it'll be easy for me not to go into a Dollar General too. So that is the next on the list. And, you know, kudos to Jamal Bryant for spearheading this thing. Like, this thing actually is doing something. And remember I told you at first I was just like, everybody in these boycotts and all this, like, but to actually hear that it did do something, and that, that it was effective, I was good with it. I was happy to hear that. So that's it, you guys. Continue, stay the course. I know I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on trying to get Amazon, you guys. It's just so convenient. It is so convenient. I don't have to deal with the lines and stuff. It just makes things so easy, you guys. But I know if we really want to really make it a difference, I'm going to pray on it. How's that? Okay, let's move on to the next story. Stefon Child. Now, I just found out who the man was last week or 2 weeks ago when we was talking about him and Cardi B dating. You guys, they look so cute together. We saw them together, and I was just like, yes, we knew that Offset was probably, punching the air, knowing that his woman was finally willing and ready to step out with a new man on her arm. And we all cheered it on. But many of you guys told me, like, Roxanne, that Stefon Diggs is quite a mess too. Okay, not the same way that Offset can be a mess, but a mess anyway. And they said that there was a rule in the locker room on the team that Stefon Diggs plays for, and that he cannot date any of his teammates' sisters or family members because he has such a bad reputation with the ladies. So that kind of made me sad. But then I was just like, oh, well, maybe they're not trying to do nothing serious anyway. Ain't nobody came out formally and said, that's my man, that's my woman. They was hanging out. You can tell that they were together. They're at least dating or whatever. But, so it was okay. I still was like, all right, okay, maybe this is just something fun to do. Something for her to just get out and get her foot back in the water, dip her toe. Then I started seeing other things, people saying that he used to date Young Miami and the Jada Cheese, the socialite girl or whatever, the Instagram influencer. And I guess he had dated Tay Hackard. And I remember when all that shit was going on, when somebody had stole a man, the other one was dating him. They were friends, but then the other one was dating him, and that one didn't know. And it wasn't it was it Tayana? Who was it? One of them stole a child anyway. He done been through quite a few girls out there. Okay. So then I also was just like, oh, okay. So he also is a little bit of the NFL pass around. Okay. Well, now they say that there's a video. Actually, I saw the video. There is a video of Stefon Diggs on a boat. He's on the boat with a bunch of women. And somebody is recording him. He's talking to the women. And he's telling them to call him daddy. And, they're all laughing and whatever. And then at one point in the video, he has this bag. It's like, how you have like the edibles, and they have those bags that have the push, to seal it closed. So he had one of those kind of bags, and it was clear in the front. And you were able to see like this pink powder. And we know that pink powder is a drug. Isn't it like pink ecstasy or something like that? Or some, child, don't give me the lying. I just know that there's a pink powder. I remember them talking about it in the Puffy case as well. Okay, so he had the pink powder. One of the girls kind of take the bag from him, but you can clearly see it on the video. So I guess his coach was asked about it at when they have the conference with the news people, and the coach said, obviously we saw the video, we know about the video, we always want our players to make the best decisions. Basically these decisions can make or break your damn career, and we would hope that all of our players are making those great decisions, but they did talk to Stefon, and whatever they had, the conversation that they had with Stefon Diggs is between them. Okay, so it don't look like anything is going to happen to him, at least not for now anyway. And I guess that's that. But I was just like, we kind of know it was drugs, right? Like, how are they going to? Because doesn't NFL have like a no tolerance policy for drugs and things like that? So I was surprised that they didn't come down harder on him for that. But I guess maybe because he was not caught in the act of sniffing drugs or, you know, doing whatever he was doing. But I was just like, but I think most people know that those were drugs. They definitely was. I mean, we can assume that they were. I mean, it could have been some glitter that one of the ladies wanted to go downstairs in the boat and do some crafting. I mean, I guess it could have been that. Chances are it wasn't. Looks like he still has his job. I don't know if him and Cardi B are official or if they were just having fun there. Maybe I don't want her for him for her. I mean, he's a cute guy. He's a good looking guy, you know, so he looked like he probably is a good time, because they usually are when they like that. But, you know, maybe this ain't the one that she can just treat that seriously. Girl, just going out there and have fun. So maybe that's what she's doing. Okay, let's move on to the next story. Drake. Congratulations to Drake are in order. They say that he has hit the record for the most diamond certified songs in RIAA history. Okay, good for Drake. Drake has been, with the exception of last year, last year definitely was not a good year for Drake, child. It felt like the man was in the twilight zone. I know he probably is feeling good about getting back on his footing. We done finally got through the whole Not Like Us era. Kendrick Lamar is on his tour. The tour is wrapping up. I'm so frustrated that I did not go to the tour, child. It is a long story. It is a long story, but I was supposed to be going to Vegas to see the concert. And I couldn't get tickets for LA. I didn't buy tickets for Atlanta because I was expecting to at least go to LA or to Vegas. Couldn't go to LA because the tickets was high and Vegas fell apart. So, but that's another video for another time, child. But anyway, now that we got past all of that, now, you know, Drake can kind of feel like he's back, man of the summer, okay? And right on time. So let me tell you the 10 songs that are on this list. First, we got God's Plan. God's Plan. Do I remember the name? I do. I kind of remember the song, but I know I can't think of it right now. God's Plan. I know it. I'm gonna be mad when I finish. I'm gonna be like, damn it, that was a song. Okay, then we have One Dance. Time in a one dance. Why can't I think of it? I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. Why does the song go? I can't think of it. Anyway, next song, Hotline Bling. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I met the better you. Then we got Hold On, We're Going Home. Just hold on, I'm coming home. Then we had Best I Ever Had. I say you the best. You the best. You the best. You the best. The best I ever had. 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 Then we had Sicko Mode, which the song is in my mind. It's the song with Travis Scott, but I can't think of the song right now, but I can totally hear it in my mind. You know, it's the one that changes in between when Travis's part is faster and then Drake comes in and it's like, y'all know the song, okay? And then we have Life Is Good. We had work. Sit up in that work. In a minute, work. Then we also had Love Me and No Guidance. I'm sure I know those songs too, but I can't think of them right now. Okay, so those are the 10 songs that have reached diamond certification on in the RIAA, and good for him, you guys. Even though Drake, even though he's not many people's favorites, I still like Drake. I still like his music, okay? And that dumbass song is growing on me, even though I still don't like Baby Girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me see you twirl. Let me see you in the club with your homegirls. Let me see you in the tub with the whole world. Say the old world. That song cracks me up, but Drake's part is jamming. Who connect? Who connect? Who connect? Is it Stacy? Is it Lisa? Is it Nancy? Is it Mary? Is it Tanya? Is it Becky? Is it Linda? Where the funk the function? Where the funk the function? Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. All right, you guys. That's enough of that. But y'all know that song is growing on me. It's stupid though, but it does make me laugh and have fun when I'm driving, you guys. That's it on that. Congratulations to Drake again, and let's move on to the next story. Lastly, in quickies, you guys, just a few things. First, congratulations are in order to Cassie. Okay, Cassie and her husband, Alex Fine, have welcomed their third child. I thought it was a boy, but actually they did not announce what it was. So I don't know why I was thinking boy, but she did have a bouncing baby something, okay, healthy and happy. And I was like, damn, I mean, can you imagine she would have went into labor she was just on the stand 2 weeks ago and had a baby today. So yesterday. So we found out yesterday. I'm not sure if the baby was actually born yesterday, but yeah, she's had quite the eventful May, didn't she? Also, the cookout. Did you guys see that cookout video? Johnny Gill and Anthony Anderson and Jeffrey Osborne, the uncles. Did you guys see that video? Child was cracking up. I said, Johnny Gill just gonna insist on wearing that damn dangling cross earring, ain't he? Johnny, between that earring and his clothes that are always so big, Johnny Gill has picked up weight, we all have in our older age, so that's fine, but he always wears his clothes way, way, way too big. I feel like they make him look even bigger, child. But I love the fact that Johnny Gill, honey, he gonna accept whatever size he don't care. He is up there just to dance his stomach out, just hey, Jeffrey Osborne was singing, and shout out to Jeffrey Osborne. I know that his wife passed recently. I saw a video of him singing, his favorite song to his wife, and child, I'm telling you, it made me cry. I can think, what is the song? What's the song? I can't think of the damn song right now, but it was beautiful. You guys know the song I'm talking about. Just was so, you could tell that he loved his wife, and that song, when he sang it, I just was like tears there. Anyway, this was a much happier occasion they were at. I'm assuming this was probably Memorial Day. It looked like they may have been at maybe Anthony Anderson's or somebody's house. But yeah, all of the unks was there. Judge Mathis. We had Anthony Anderson, we had Johnny Gill, we had Jeffrey Osborne, and I'm sure there were plenty other people that was in the background because there was a lot of people. But I was just cracking up. I said that Johnny Gill was having a time, wasn't he? They were singing, ever since I move, I lose. When I look, I'm in. Ever since I turn around, back in love again. Right back, I'm back in love again. Seems like I'm back in love. And Jeffrey know he be rolling them damn notes in his child. Anyway, moving on from there. Lastly, you guys, Stephanie Mills told Chris Brown that she wants him to put the Michael Jackson portion that the Grammys wouldn't let him perform at the Grammys, go on and put it in your concert. Okay? That she would pay money to actually see that. Actually, that was a great idea. I wish that Stephanie Mills would have said that before his tour started. I feel like that would be fantastic to see. But I feel like there's probably also some legalities that have to be involved when you're talking about performing such a big song like that, or doing a tribute like that on your concert. And now you probably are going to have to pay Michael Jackson's estate because you are using his music, even though it's a tribute. Like, I feel like maybe they would just need to have had some sort of sit down with the estate and agree that he can use that information. That content for his concert. But I feel like maybe the estate would probably feel like they would need to be getting some money, because I'm sure that Chris Brown would be making money off of that as well, So then that's probably why. I don't know if he can just add it to his thing, or maybe that wouldn't even be an issue. If there wasn't a money issue and that they said that he could just do it if he wanted to, then the question becomes, can he put that whole thing in his already set up performance. Like, he's already had everything choreographed and already have it set up the way that he wants to. I mean, can he very easily put the Michael Jackson choreography into his thing? I mean, it seems like he probably could, because he has his dancers. Everybody is quite talented. I'm sure it doesn't take that long for people to just to learn a routine, you know? And like I said, they were supposed to do it back when the Grammys said no, so they know the routine. So it's just a matter of, can they do it? But I think that would have been a great idea. That would have been a great idea. And people would have, especially because even Stephanie Mills said that's a ticket that she would buy. And I think more people would have been, would have wanted to buy the ticket maybe to just see that. But yeah, but I think that would have been great. That would have been great, you guys. Because we ain't seen Chris do this damn performance yet. We've seen the rehearsals, but we want to see it live and in living color on the big stage. So we'll see what happens with that there. But would you guys like to see Chris Brown do his Michael Jackson tribute finally for us all to see? You guys let me know. All right, you guys, that is it. I'm going to get on off of here. I'm going to take my ass down to downtown Decatur, and then I'm going to go to my office, and I'm going to work. But this evening, I'm going to edit this, and I'll put it up, and you guys will have it first thing Friday morning. All right? All right. So we do this every single week. Make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Till next time, Roxstars.